You make $80,000 a year. You should be comfortable, right? But somehow you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, you look at your parents' generation and they often made less but seem to live so much better. Why is that? I'll tell you right now, it's not your fault. It's by design. There's a system built back in the 1970s that quietly siphons your wealth upward, all while keeping you too busy and stressed to even notice. It's called the middle class trap. And once you see how it works, you'll realize that breaking free means unlearning almost everything you've been taught about money. Think about it. In 1970, a single income could buy a home, raise a family, and allow for retirement savings. Today, that same house costs, on average, 8 times a typical salary. Since then, worker productivity has skyrocketed by over 300%, but wages, they've barely budged. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The system doesn't want you to be poor. It wants you to be almost comfortable, just comfortable enough to keep working and consuming, but never wealthy enough to actually stop. You're kept in a cycle, always chasing a carrot on a stick. So how does it work? 3 main traps keep you stuck: debt, taxes, and inflation. First, debt. It keeps you paying interest to banks for things that lose value, instead of using that money to build your own assets. Second, taxes. They hit your paycheck hard, punishing you for working, while the tax code heavily rewards those who own assets. And third, inflation. It's the silent thief, quietly eroding the purchasing power of your savings every single year. The advice we've all heard is, work hard, save your money, and avoid debt. But here's the secret. The wealthy do the exact opposite. They use debt as a tool to acquire assets like real estate or businesses. They use the tax laws to their advantage, often paying a lower percentage than you do. And they position their assets so that inflation actually works for them, increasing their net worth. They're playing a different game, and the name of that game is ownership, not labor. The system teaches you to trade your valuable time for money. But true financial freedom begins the moment you flip that script, when your money starts working for you. From now on, every dollar you earn should come with a question. Is this buying me an asset that will grow or a liability that will shrink? The middle class buys cars, new gadgets, and daily lattes. The wealthy buy stocks, real estate, and businesses. You can't change the entire system overnight, but you can stop playing by its losing rules. Wealth isn't built by working harder, it's built by thinking differently. The middle class isn't broken, it's just following a rule book that's 50 years out of date. The people who are winning today are the ones who stopped thinking like employees and started thinking like owners. Thanks for watching. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that challenges the way you think about money. See you in the next one.